Good afternoon, California. Super happy that you're tuning in today with us. I'm super happy to be here. It's been a while since I've been live. We have the holiday season on right now. I hope you guys all gained a couple pounds with your Thanksgiving. I hope you all had some great workouts because, food is fuel. Now, I don't know if you can tell with the bar, but if we can flash that bar off, we have all kinds of free stuff on the table. This is exactly what we're trying to do right here. We have a whole 2 days worth of meals from Active Meals. That's a pretty big deal. And that's close to $20, $30 worth of food. And we're not only going to hook you up with some of these delicious meals, which you see we got some salmon right there. Looks like we have a little bit of, is that tilapia? Some sweet potato?
Some asparagus.
Awesome. And it looks like we have right here, yeah, a little bit of rice and meatballs. So a huge selection of food. You're not going to get bored. And we got this mountain of supplements right here on the table. So Iron House Nutrition was very, very kind, as well as Tanya Hooker, to hook us up with some of these great samples. And I actually like giving samples, especially in this quantity, away a lot better than just giving a whole thing of protein away, because you get to try it all. We got a birthday cake protein here. Looks like we got some chocolate carbs or some grape carbs. It looks like we have supplements for gaining weight, supplements for losing weight. So I can't wait to give those out. We actually already have our winners picked out, so you guys are going to have to stay tuned and see who's getting all this free stuff, see who's getting huge. Now, business. Mr. Johnny Torres is here, and I'm very excited to have Johnny, because not only have me and him been friends throughout both of our own journeys, he's just a great guy, and he's very inspirational. One of the biggest objectives of my show is to provide inspiration, motivation, and connect students and the younger generation with some real role models here that are local to them, and they might even be able to see more than once. So, Mr. Johnny Torres, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me on.
How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So, we're not going to show them yet, but you brought some fat kid pics of us.
Definitely.
You're one of the only people that I can actually do this with. So
yeah.
Super
always
excited
a great feeling
for it. So for our viewers that don't know you, I know you pretty well, but I want to hear it from yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're at right now with work, how you currently, make money, what are your drives, your ambition, where are you going with the future right now?
Well, as far as work goes, everyone knows bodybuilding is not a cheap sport. So I do work a retail job as an assistant manager right now to kind of pay the bills and pay my coach. And then also just more so on my personal level, I help out individuals on the side as far as some training and some diet coaching goes, nutrition tips, more so just to help people who have been in my position before. I definitely know how hard it is to ask someone for help. The first step is always admitting that you need help, and that's always the hardest part. But it's always nice to have somebody who knows exactly what you've been through and what you're going through. So I do like to help out people on the side. As far as personal training aspect goes, I do have a background in it. I did train for 24-hour fitness for a little bit, I'm NCSF certified through that.
And that's something I wanted to point out too. I actually wanted to point out, before you go on, because you have a huge resume. He's our local bodybuilder right here. So not only are we showing you fat kid pictures of us, but this guy's actually taken an overall, correct? And just a novice.
Took first in the novice class heavyweight, and then fifth in the open.
That's extremely motivating and inspirational, because he came from a place where a lot of people tell themselves they're never going to do that and they're never going to step on stage. Also, he's an online meal prep coach, as well as just one-on-one coach in person. So something we're also giving out on the show today is a meal plan by Johnny. And after you see these pictures of us, you're gonna know they work. I promise you guys. So can we get the pictures of me up first? Actually, that's Johnny. Too late, but that's me right there. The long hair, you see that? That's crazy, huh? I think the next one's a little bit better. Show the next one, because then you can really see the extra weight under my chin. That's like 40 pounds alone right there, right? All right, and now we're going on to Johnny. So you're the one on the left?
Yeah, both actually.
No way.
Yeah.
How old are you on the right?
6th grade.
No way.
Yeah.
Super cool. And then we got the next one right here. Where's this one from?
That's senior year of high school.
Senior year of high school. How much did you weigh senior year of high school?
260.
Okay, so yeah. I want to showcase Johnny's story. Everybody has something different. Everybody has a different path to where they are physically right now. It's almost hard to analyze your exact path, and I guess where you've or how you've gotten to where you've gotten. So you were 260, and that was, I want to say, an obese 260.
Yeah, I've always been. With it, when we were kids, I always say, "Oh, he's just kind of big boned, or he's just a little husky." Or no, I was a fat kid. I was always been bigger. And then got into high school, and when looking back on it now, just the eating habits weren't there. And I've always been an active kid. Always played sports. Always worked on that. But the eating habits weren't there. And then in high school, it just kind of escalated more. And then I added weight training to my life. And then having a little technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
But added weight training, and then it was weird. People always used to say, "Oh, working out's the answer." Well, as I was working out, but I wasn't combining the working out with the eating habits. So as I was working out, I was actually gaining more weight. Looking back on it now, but then as I got into college, I kind of took over. I sort of let myself go. After I got into college and I stopped playing sports, I kind of just let myself go. I didn't really care about working out or being active or what I ate, and then the college life took over, and then it was fast food and parties, and eventually I saw myself get to a point where I never really thought I would be.
Right.
And then, so my freshman year, I walked onto the Fresno State track team, and then I ended up quitting. And then my sophomore year, I decided, okay, I wanted to try again.
Cool.
But I realized that I was severely overweight, and I was out of shape, and I wasn't even in track shape at that point. And so my freshman year of college, when I did the physicals, I was about 270. And then I knew I let myself go, so I eventually kind of jumped onto a little bit of a fitness kick and wanted to, get myself back into shape for track, because I wanted to go out for the track team again. And then, I finally went to the doctor for a physical, and I had already lost about, I'd probably already lost about 20 pounds or so just, over the course of what I was doing before I finally went to the doctors. And then I stepped on the scale at 301, and, I'll be honest with you, Zach, I cried.
It's crazy.
I broke down in tears. I don't know about you, but for me,
Yeah.
I was never the fastest. I was never the best player, but I always had a hard work ethic and kind of this heart and this drive that wouldn't let me quit. So I never wanted to be last. If we were sprinting, I just made sure I was never the last person sprinting. If we were jogging, a mile for wrestling practice, I wanted to make sure I was never the last kid across the line.
And that's why I wanted to bring you on. Now, very important, if you guys would check out Zach Browning's Facebook right now, we just announced our winner of Johnny's Meal Plan. And I'm very, very excited to announce our winners, George and Yvette Ramirez, because we're going to give them a couple's meal plan, and we're also going to show you that it can be done together. It's almost easier as a team. This guy, he brought his girlfriend today. She's a very supportive, and I actually think she probably pushes you in the gym a little bit too. You'll see her later on our dinner segment. But like I said, this is why I wanted to bring Johnny today. So you guys, congratulations, George and Yvette Ramirez. Johnny will be joining us again on our dinner segment, and he's also going to be doing a push-up contest with Tanya and I, so stay tuned for that. I can't wait. Be right back. California Health and Fitness.